Hey, hello?
Hello?
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
The whole thing crashed. I tried the intro again and it didn't work out.
Okay.
Well, we'll work on that.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at Ep.4 of Cathouse Connection. Got the man himself, Jeff, and Miss Deb's back with me as well. How are y'all?
Good.
Good.
How are you today?
Oh, hot and sweaty. I look a lot better than I smell right at the moment.
Yeah. No, I know that's not the answer, man. You're always a good, clean guy, man. What's up?
Man, not too much, not too much. Trying to work hard and living for the weekend these days. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it's that time of year, man.
Speaking of weekends, what are y'all doing this weekend?
I
This
mean,
weekend
we got multiple things going on at the Cathouse. Me and Angela got some stuff. We got the motorcycle safety attorneys coming into town next week to meet everybody and make a big splash.
Right on.
We got some, this time of year for the Cathouse it's the beginning of season, kind of, you know what I mean? Deb works her ass off to try to find the newest bands that kind of relate to the Cathouse. So we've got bands Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. We just introduced breakfast back, which will either be on the weekends, will be a buffet, or we'll have a breakfast menu, whichever is conducive.
Yeah.
Just a lot of things happening. You know what I mean?
Miss Deb, what
yeah,
you
we
got
got a lot
coming up?
coming up. This weekend, we've got, of course, our Barcelona Stick Night. And this week, we've got Vince Turner playing. He's awesome. He brings the crowd. He rocks it. Friday night, we have Brad and Todd, amazing band. They talk about the comedy, but they also play it. They pull people from the outside into the Cat House all the time. And then Saturday night, we're changing it up a little bit. We've got some live DJ and karaoke going on that night. And if it's not raining, it'll be out on the patio, of course. But if it's raining, then we're still going to rock it on the inside of the patio, inside of the bar.
Right on.
So what I think Deb meant to say was Thursday night, steak night, will be Brad and Todd. Friday night
No,
will
not
be
this week.
not this week. Oh, I
No,
stand
Brad and
corrected.
Todd have another. Yeah, Brad and
That's
Todd have
fine.
another arrangement.
I got you.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah,
Look
it's gonna
out.
be an exciting weekend.
Hey, look, I don't care what you say. Watching karaoke is always a good time. I don't care. Of course, you
Yeah,
got to have.
and Tristan
Go ahead.
does an amazing job with bringing the crowd in and everything like that. He associates with the crowd very, very well. I get along with. I mean, everybody gets along with him. He's a blast. So that's going to be a really good night Saturday night.
It's always nice to have a ringer in the crowd as well to get everything started off.
Yeah, that's very, very true. We've had pretty good singers coming in for the most part. And of course, then he plays his music, and everybody gets out on the dance floor and dances. Maybe sometimes might get up on the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you this time of year, Jay, it comes up there. I didn't know about that. I mean, what Tristan is, he's a great DJ too. So what usually happens when he's there is it turns into the DJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you've been there, bro. I mean, that's what happens every time. I mean, it might start out at some karaoke. I'm kind of new there, but I mean, the DJ turns in because, I mean, we're the social mecca of downtown Eureka Springs, and if you're running with the cool kids, or you want to have a fun time, you're on that crowd. You're at that porch at 7 o'clock when they start. The debauchery happens from there. You know what I mean?
There we go. Speaking of the motorcycle safety lawyers sponsoring this live stream, where are they out of?
So they are out of about 3 states now. Arkansas being their newest state, just like some of the other ones. There are multiple states, but they're a newer entity, and that's what they're coming here for, and that's what they're coming to Arkansas for. So you guys know, Jay, you've been to the rallies, brother. You know what I mean. there is lawyers fighting for that business because, as we all know, I mean, the sport that we all know and love very much is dangerous. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
anytime there's numbers like that, yeah, I mean, that's just the way the world is. Well, the Cat House has chosen, we've had many different opportunities, but we've chosen to kind of wait. There's a lot of background noise somewhere.
Yeah. Do you have your YouTube tab open? Does anybody have a YouTube tab open?
No, not me.
No.
But that's all right. But anyways, so we really took our time to get lined up with the right people because the thing about Arkansas, we're a small town atmosphere here, but we get a lot of motorcycles come through Eureka Springs. So for us to be aligned with somebody, because we had a great relationship with the Law Tigers at one time. I think Ari does a good job. They're good people. A couple influencers that come to our place regularly, they work with them a lot. But they just don't have that foothold in Arkansas anymore. And we had to make a decision a few years ago. So what we did is we looked out and we found some people that are the kind of people that they want to help you before you even need them. You know what I mean? They're Johnny on the spot people. Their deal is being very civic minded. We've got a deal that's coming up, and we'll announce that soon with Corey West and the Eureka Springs School District. I mean, we've got some deals coming up with some giveaways. You know what I mean? Where there's a domestic violence shelter and a charity called Grandma's House in Berryville that we help a lot. They want to. That's why they're coming here next week. Is they want to meet everybody and know who they're doing business with and to see where their dollars can be best used there. And that's why they made the list, bro. I mean, Jay, man, you've been around this game for a while. I mean, the people that have longevity and they do what they say they're going to do, and they're there to not only help people, but, they're respectable. They're respected, you know what I mean? And that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, your word goes a long way in just about every relationship. If you do what you say you're going to do and say what you're doing and not trying to obfuscate or hide the truth or say you're going to, pay a bunch of lip service. And, if you're going to say it, then you got to do it. And those are the kind of people that I think we all want to be around and have supporting us and support people like that. From any, the guy that rides beside you or the people you work with, the relationships you have with your friends and your family even, and family be the first one, you know how it goes, that'll give you some lip service and then turn around and not do the thing. But we love them anyway.
No, I got you, brother. And that's the thing about, there's so many of these people, companies out there, you know what I mean? And I know who they are. I've been around this deal for 40 or 50 years. You know what I mean? There's people out there. I mean, it's a game, but for Arkansas and the stuff that we do, because we're so in touch with our customers. I mean, Deb knows that. She's worked there about a year and a half. I mean, our customers are repeat offenders, bro. Once you come to the Cat House and, you're sunk in, you know what I mean? So in order for us to wrap our brain around something or whatever, we wanted a certain, client, sponsor that was going to be hands-on. And that's what these people are. They're hands-on. That people are going to love Bear in the community. Angela really loves the lady that's involved. Her name has skipped me right now. I'm sorry about that, but you know what I mean. And then when they're at the place, or we're doing an event, and they know, or if somebody comes in and Deb's working the bar on a Thursday or Friday night or whatever, and she hears somebody or somebody needs something, you know what I mean, and she feels like it's worthy of somebody getting to somebody and notice, she doesn't have to go through a pro to call or go hit a website. She'll have a contact number to get right in contact with people that can do something. You know what I mean? And yeah, go ahead, Deb.
That's very convenient to have, especially for, anybody who can have an accident or anything, especially around here, so that makes it very convenient to say, well, here's a number you can call.
Well, exactly. And the thing about Jay, this up there, we get a lot of people visiting from all over the country. Yeah. And we know it very well. I mean, the police, they keep us aware. They know who to call if there's somebody that's lost or a wife that, is all right, and her husband's in the hospital, but she has no way to get to where they're going to airlift them to. I mean,
Yeah.
all of us have been a part about that. Andy, Carrie, it Switchback, all of us. I mean, it's a small knit family up there. So we wanted somebody that could work with us in that small knit arena, and I think they're great for that part. You know what I mean?
And that's something else I really enjoy about you guys is it's a small knit feel. Everybody's pretty close, arms wide open. We're willing to bring you in, but we keep our circle small. I mean, small is relative, as it were, but it feels like small town. I mean, Eureka technically is a small town, but I mean, there's so much, especially in the motorcycle community. A 40-minute ride to Rogers. There's a big city there.
Yeah, yeah.
And people from all over, they come in, and it still feels small. It still feels close knit.
It is.
And that's something I really enjoy about y'all.
Well, and the thing is, bro, that's an emulation of Angela. I mean, you guys know, man. Angela's the one that the Cathouse is her deal. You know what I mean? And Angela's the kind of person that if she takes the time to talk to you or get to know you, the next time she sees you, she's gonna hug you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So she wants to know that she's always been about people getting making sure they're cool, they're having a good time, and stuff like that. Now, the other thing that emulates is it's the other business around there. Carrie and Andy, God, the saints of bikerhood, the Poker One King and Queens. You know what I mean? Jay, how many people do they take care of? How many up and comers have came through the Switchback? How many people stay at their house? They feed, clothe, sponsor their events at all costs for them. That's Andy and Carrie. I mean, they do too much for people. I try to give them a hard time about that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear
but you can't change that.
Go ahead, dude.
They're an amazing supporter. As I've gotten to know Andy and Carrie, they've just surprised me, and it's amazing how you have two bike bars that they get along and they work everything out together. That's a great thing about Jeff, Angela, and Angie, or Jeff and Angela and Andy and Carrie. So it's a really close knit group, and their poker runs you can't beat.
It's good. I mean, and that expands from there too. You got Adam that owns a business up here now. Mito, Sergio, the Mexican restaurants, man. La Familia and Amigos and Laura across the street at the Saddle Up. I mean, we're small knit here, but everybody looks out for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I come from a long line of different bars, but I've never worked in a community where it is like that here. So that makes it not just the workers, but it also makes the patrons and the clients feel at home wherever they go, because we can all work together. And that's the whole point of it, is making everybody feel welcome and enjoy their experience down here to come back.
You see, bro, that's Angela, bro. I've never been that nice in my life, Jay. You know it, brother. You know what I'm saying? That ain't none out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
well, that's got one of your employees now. How's that?
that being said, bro, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you the one thing I do about it, that I do bring to the table, and I feel like I do. Over 10 years, bro, we have a great relationship with the police department, so they don't mess with the Cathouse. We're real good about talking to our customers and making sure they're good to make it home or leave their bike there, man. And we make sure, and I think this comes from me a little bit, the Cathouse is a safe place, bro. You would not be surprised in our little small town, especially with women, because we got a bunch of women looking for a husband up there. Don't tell anybody that. But if they got a problem, dude, you'd be surprised some of the women that'll pop it up at the Cathouse just because they know it's a safe place to go at night, bro. They know that. People know that. You know what I mean? We try to do that, and I'm not always there, man. Our girls know that they have the support of us for whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the Cathouse has always been a safe play, and we pride ourselves on that.
And I can shut the bar down, and I know it's safe because when I leave, I know I'm okay. I mean, we don't leave by ourselves, but I know if I had to leave by myself, I would be safe and sound.
Yeah.
And that's hard to find at a bar. Yeah.
And that's the kind of environment you want to foster. You want it to be fun for everybody, and you want it to be safe for those folks that need it. If you're out there solo, even if you're a dude and you're rolling up at a biker bar, You know, you want to know, hey man, can I go in here and have some fun and meet some new friends? You know, even as a dude, but definitely as a lady, if you're up there, you want that environment.
You know, I trip, bro, Jada. Like when I watch the bar show, Bar Rescue or whatever,
Yeah,
that guy creates points in bars where people have to physically be close to each other and walk by because it creates mingling. The
yeah,
cat house has so many points where you gotta be real close to what you're touching there. There's some mingling going
Oh
on on
yeah,
the front porch and all
there's
throughout the
always
city.
some mingling going on there.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, bro, it's just that kind of place. You come there and you meet people. We built these rallies and the events that we have based because people have a good time there. They meet friends. They expand on the quality of life that they came there looking for, and it's just a great place to be. The town set up for it. You can sit right on the front porch and look at your bike parked right in front of you. There's not many places like that anymore.
no, no, and
There ain't no places in Eureka like that.
I've never
Well,
been
yeah.
there and not come away with a new
I mean, there's
friend.
us, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I came down. I've worked 2 rallies there on the safety thing, and I've been around rallies and bikes my whole life, and I can honestly say the 2 rallies that I have worked, which are the 2 biggest ones so far that I've been involved in, there's been no issues. Any of the rallies I've ever been at, there's always been an issue, a fight or something. Not at
Yeah,
the Cathouse.
yeah, we try
Everybody's friendly and lovable. So
to shut that stuff down as friendly as possible, as fast as possible.
I mean, how you gonna think about fighting when you're in a cat house when you have the most beautiful milfs in the country? You know what time it is, bro. Come on, let's be real, Jay. When you're at the cat house, bro, our demographics 45 to 65, husbands and wife, and single women. We get a lot of single women coming up there, looking for their maybe next husband or future ex or whatever. You know what I mean? But we have that hip crowd, bro. And because it's all ran by women up there, and it is the cat house, women just feel safe there, and they make the cat house, bro. That's why the problems ain't necessarily there. It's because women are too busy keeping the thing going, and we just have a great crowd, man.
Mr. Right or Mr. Right now.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Deb, what bands do we got coming up this month?
This month we've got Brad and Todd. They will be playing every Thursday. We've also got Vince Turner, Avery Wolf. We actually have Donnie. We were able to get Donnie Coots available. So we do have him, and he's an amazing artist. He plays at different places around here. He's hard to get, but we were able to get him. We also have Meadow Lark, and then, of course, we have many, many more bands playing. Definitely with our steak night, bike night, along with our prime rib every Friday and Saturday. Following that is our live music. We just have many, many more to list. It's just always a really great time. And the bands that I have looked at and talked with Angela about, even some of the new ones, they know how to get the party started, mingle, and everybody having a great time. So that's the biggest thing is that we look for, and they know how to read the crowd. So this lineup this month is actually I'm very excited about because it's a little bit different of a vibe into where the bands have played there a little bit more now, some of the new ones, and are able to have fun with the crowd. So along with that, we've got if anybody or if anybody is interested in live music playing there, all they got to do is get a hold of us because we're always looking for new bands to bring in, of course, because we are a music venue and the patrons love the live music. So we got to keep it going that way.
And maybe Deb, maybe you comment, or Jay, I don't know if you have the ability to throw in the comment section. So Deb has her own private page. It's on Facebook, and it's called Cathouse Booking, I think. You know what I mean? So they can get a hold of Deb through there, and she gets all those. They go directly to her. And I'm telling you, we're looking for live music. We also have a campground that we're involved with, and there's other entities in town that we all share information with. So if you want to come experience Eureka, you're a newer type of band, we're looking for that. We're really looking for blues bands, and we're also looking for comedians. You know what I mean? So if you think you got the nuts to pull off a comedy act at the Cat House, then let's do it. You know what I mean? Come talk to Deb, make her an offer. She'll bring it to us. We really want a comedian at the Cathouse.
Yeah, we're at the regular stage there on the to the left.
Well, what we'll do for a comedian like that, bro, I'm willing to go all out. You know how our rooms, the stairs come down? I'll make that a stage up there, dude. Get a high-rise tent. I'll bring in chairs because we're going to do male strippers there sometime in August or September. Deb will give you the information on that. I got talked into it. I might have planted the seed. Because our friends, hey, and I want to give a big shout out to the Quarter, man. The Quarter is fucking killing it up there with burlesque. They're doing a great job up there. They're a newer bar in downtown. It's right underneath the Spring New Orleans Hotel. Man, you got to check that place out. Of course, come to the Cathouse, but when you want to get out and see something real cool, have some great drinks, go see Terry up at the Quarter. Plus, his bartenders like hanging out at my joint, so I like at least to throw them out there. You know what I'm saying?
Sarah's an amazing bartender. You guys would have so much fun with her.
Yeah.
Look, I've only got one move. I don't know if I can be a male stripper, but you know.
Jay, you didn't know you're booked. We got you booked. You're announcing that deal. Shimmy, shimmy, wang, wang.
Next month. You're booked next month on the second Tuesday of next month.
Damn. Yeah. All right. Well, let me take off then. If I'm already booked, I guess I got to do something.
Yeah.
So that was that Facebook page? Was that Cathouse Bookings on Facebook?
What is it, Deb? What's the name of it? Cathouse Band Bookings or whatever? What's the name of it?
It's Cathouse Bookings on Facebook, or you can just send me an email, a private email. That's easier.
Okay.
And that's debmcbride@gmail.com. We're still working on that Facebook page. It's not completely a full go yet because I'm not able to get everything completely yet.
Okay. So, send me those links and I'll put it in the YouTube description.
Definitely will.
But I mean, until then, bro, any Cathouse Facebook page, sprinkling, all those come to us. They come directly. So Deb will have announcements coming up. I thought that was the way it was set up, but I don't deal with that stuff. But if your band's out there, they can get us on Cathouse Lounge, any of them. You know what I mean? They come right to us.
Okay, and I think I've got a line on a couple of comedians. I'll put them in touch with you, and we'll see if we can't help you out with that as well. Yeah,
we want to build on that, man. I mean, it's something we want to come up with different entertainment. We're looking for. I don't want to get in trouble here. I did this one time when I first bought the bar, dude. I didn't know you couldn't have an elephant. You know, I didn't know there was some big deal about it. So I tried to get me an elephant and a midget, man. And I had PETA up my ass. I had the small people up my ass because you don't say midget, man. So I'm gonna watch. Yeah.
No, none of those small people talk.
I know. I give her a hard time. You know.
Last summer I went to midget wrestling, and that's what it said on the ticket that I bought.
I got
you. I mean, that's what they called themselves on paper, so that's what I said.
Yeah, see, we're going to get flack right now. YouTube just got us right now, probably. I guarantee.
Right. No, it says it's still hooked up, but we might get a strike. I don't know.
We might get one, bro. Don't bring up the elephant. You know, I promise you, PETA motherfuckers are all over it. Hey, but since I bring up that, bro, I two things, we got coming up, and we'll get Carrie on here or somebody, but. So June, our next big event is June 19th through the 21st, which is Hot Summer Nights. That's a switchback event. We're gonna help them with that. That is also coincidentally Turpentine Creek, the biggest lion refuge I think in the country. You know what I mean? They're right here in Eureka Springs. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but it's a huge property. You can go out there and see the rescued big cats. I mean, it's just beautiful. Jay, you've been out there. You've been by there. You know what I mean?
I've been by there. Yeah, we never stopped.
Do what?
Isn't it the same week at Rumble Rally also?
I don't know. Never heard of it. But Turpentine Creek is the Mopar event. They've got that the same weekend as Carrie's Hot Summer Nights weekend.
I think that's what I was thinking of was the Turpentine Creek thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So the you've got the Mopar, because that's what Carrie's Hot Summer Nights is about. It's about cars and motorcycles. It's just it's a Eureka Springs deal, the Hot Summer Nights.
Yeah.
Well, Turpentine Creek's got this Mopar thing they've been working on a while. So we're gonna get involved in it. We're gonna have a wet t-shirt contest up there Saturday night, which will be the 21st, I think. We're gonna have another bikini contest up there Friday the 20th. We're going to give away $500 for the bikini contest and $250 on Saturday night for the wet t-shirt contest, because you can't have hot summer nights without hot summer girls.
Right.
Sorry, Deb, but me and Jay are in this room and we just voted on that, so we're doing it.
I second
I'll
that.
have the flyers and everything announcements ready by Thursday then.
Yeah, she just found out about that in this chat right now.
Yeah, she
I'm
just got.
like, oh, what?
Yeah.
She just got
Well,
voluntold.
Well, Carrie and Andy,
he's really good at.
Go ahead.
I'm really good at hearing about the things the last minute, but we make it work.
Well, we want to tie in everybody to, like with Carrie and Andy, this is Carrie and Andy's event. We don't want to take the highlight away from them, but we want to make sure that their efforts are rewarded. Same with Turpentine Creek. I think that Mopar event they're doing is great. So I'm going to call them tomorrow before we go ahead any further, but we're going to offer some kind of prize to one of their winners, because they've got some car awards going out there. So we're going to offer them some kind of deal and get them down to the Cathouse too. I think you just naturally mix Mopars and Harleys. I think they've gone together since the 60s, and we're going to run with it. You know what I mean?
Muscle cars and muscle bikes.
I got you, bro.
That's exactly what I was thinking. They all got loud engines and they all like to roar, so.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to put us right at a half hour. Back us up. Any final words? Anything left to say?
Deb, I think she knows about it. She can either explain it. So breakfast buffet and breakfast is starting. So you'll either be there and the buffet will be out, or they've got a breakfast menu that starts this weekend from 9 to 12. Details are coming soon. Deb, do you have anything that you're working on?
Right now I'm just mainly working on getting the new bands and the comedy stuff together. Just the new acts we're trying to work on and bring out. Of course, we've got Bikes and Blues that we're trying to work and bring up and get new bands for those also, in different events that we have coming up. So we've got a lot coming. It's just, we're just waiting on
for the male strippers.
Yes, and now the male strippers I have heard about. The biggest thing is just we're trying to build up the acts and the live music, everything at the Cathouse. So that's our biggest thing, is just trying to get more new bands booked in and bringing new faces, new acts, and everything to Eureka.
Sounds good.
And if you are a band or a comedian, make sure you reach out to Cathouse Bookings on Facebook if you are interested.
Or a small person.
Or
Hey, now wait a minute here. I might be small, but you know me, I'm pretty mighty.
No, I got you. I just worry about having to buy you a helmet so you don't bump your head on the bar.
we gonna get both of us about to get in trouble, Mr. Jeff.
I got you, bro. That's an inside joke with me and her. We love Deb. She got the heart of a fucking iron soldier warrior. We got to tone her down sometimes, but she makes shit happen. That's a part of this deal.
One of those lion's hearts from up the road.
I got you, brother.
Y'all have a good night. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. If y'all watching it back in the replay, then next time meet us live every Tuesday, 6:30 to 7. It's easy breezy.
Take peace.
Bye, Jay. Bye, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
And we should be clear. There it goes. Or not. The clock's still ticking. Y'all still here? Did I keep Let's try it again. And bye.